All rise. Support court with Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1068, Clark case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Man, it's a lot of people that didn't want to come to court today. Makes my job easier. Okay. All right. Looks like Mr. Clark, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm married and not happy about my wife going out all the time. Girls' night seems like every other weekend. When we try to do something romantic, she's like, I prefer to go out with my girls, happy hour. So I'm suspecting she's cheating. So,
okay. So because she is with her girls and not spending as much time with you, you think she's cheating?
Yeah, I text her while she's out, she don't respond. I ask her, send a picture where you are so I can see what's going on with the post on social media. I don't get any type of messages. So, I'm kind of insecure with why we're not having anything in our relationship happen the way it's supposed to as a married couple.
Welcome to Truth Court. Today's case is anything but ordinary. We've got a husband asking for spousal support, even though he's the one giving his wife $10,000 a week in spending money. Mr. Clark claims he's feeling lonely, mistrustful, and ready to walk away from the marriage. But Judge Vonda isn't here to play therapist, and she's quick to point out that using money to get back at someone doesn't work. So, is this a case of emotional neglect that deserves compensation? Or is it just a cry for attention dressed up as a lawsuit? This case takes a wild turn and ends with a message every couple should hear. Stick around. It's not your typical courtroom drama.
Okay. You all still live in the same home?
Yes, we do.
Do you have any children?
No.
Okay. You see her every day?
Yeah.
Do you try to discuss it with her then?
She don't want to hear it. She don't go in the kitchen to talk. That's why I expect her to be where I can corner her, but she don't talk. So
all right.
I got things to do. I got errands to run. So I let her be so I'm not like smothering her. But when it comes down to playing the role to reservations, my girlfriends. So.
Okay. Have you ever confronted her about cheating on you?
No.
All right. It looks like you came because you're wanting to get some sort of spousal maintenance from her.
Yeah, because we're pretty much done. There's nothing happening in our relationship intimate-wise. So, I pay all the bills, 2 cars. She don't pay no gas in the car. So, I need her to either get going or tell me what's really going on.
All right. You pay all the bills, you say. So you make more money than her?
Yes.
Do you know where she is? Have you talked to her at all? Is she with the girls right now while court is going on?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if you're the one making more money, I don't see how I could honor your request to get spousal maintenance.
Well, she gets an allowance.
All right.
So I want that back.
You want your allowance back?
Yes.
How much of an allowance are you giving her?
I give her $10K a week.
Now hold on a second. Mr. Clark says he still lives in the same house as his wife, sees her every day, but the only time they talk is in the kitchen. That's not just poor communication. That's a total emotional shutdown. But instead of trying to fix things or talk it out, he's taking her to court. So, what's really going on here? Is he truly heartbroken? Or just using the legal system to guilt his wife into noticing him?
$10,000 a week?
Yeah.
Man, where you work? I'm obviously in the wrong profession. Yeah. Okay. So, you got her served to be here today.
Yes.
You do realize that if she were to come to court and ask for spousal maintenance from you, she will probably get it, right?
Most likely, yes.
So you still want to go through?
Yep.
Okay. Are you just doing this because you're mad at her?
Yep.
Well, Mr. Clark, you don't just come to court and file something and ask for a request without the grounds just because you're mad.
Well,
I can empathize with you being mad.
Because I want her attention. So in the court, there's mediation, and she'll know I'm serious.
Well, yeah, so yes and no, right? So you don't want to file a lawsuit to necessarily get your spouse's attention because you're not getting the affection that you're looking for. You can threaten her with a lawsuit, or you can draft one out and show it to her, but to actually have her serve, set it for a hearing, that kind of takes up my time.
Wait a minute. Did he just admit to giving her $10,000 a week? That's $40,000 a month, and now he wants spousal support? That's not how this works. By law, support goes to the spouse who actually needs it. And from the sound of it, he's doing just fine financially. So, the real question is, does he feel emotionally hurt, or is he just upset about how much money he's been handing over?
Somebody who really needs to be in here, so it's a waste of resources. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm married myself, so I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yes.
This is just not the right resource to get her attention. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, Mr. Clark. We're going to dismiss your case.
Dismiss the case.
We're going to dismiss it. You do not have grounds to ask for spousal maintenance. You're the breadwinner. You just said you pay all the bills. You give her a $10,000 allowance a week. You don't qualify for spousal maintenance. You have to prove that you do not have the resources to meet your minimum needs.
Okay.
We both know that you do, just based off what you said you do.
Right.
So, yeah, I would have to dismiss your case.
Yeah. Nothing else I can say then.
No, but you know, I thank you for coming to see me, right?
Thank you.
But I also recommend that the two of you seek some sort of counseling, marital counseling. Okay?
Yeah, we're beyond marital counseling.
Okay, well, if you decide to come to court and file for a divorce, right?
Yes.
You can do that, but just not with the spousal maintenance part attached. I could foresee her saying she would like to have spousal maintenance. So yeah, I'll have to dismiss your...
This is where Judge Vonda B sets the record straight. The courtroom isn't a place to play out personal drama or emotional games. It exists to handle real legal issues. Filing a case just to make a point? That's not what the justice system is for. Maybe it's time courts got tougher on people who misuse their time like this.
On that.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything further?
Can I file for bankruptcy then?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Yes.
I would just caution you with doing that if you really don't have a reason to file for bankruptcy. And you definitely will want to consult a bankruptcy attorney before you do that.
Yeah, I just don't want her taking nothing from me, so she flipped the script.
Here's the kicker. He doesn't even qualify for support, but she probably would if she decided to file. The same woman he's dragging to court for not paying attention to him could end up with half of what he owns if she chooses to fight back. Now he's throwing around the word bankruptcy. That's how desperate things have gotten. Is it really worth risking everything just to prove a point in a marriage that's already falling apart?
Okay, Mr. Clark, I'm not going to assist you committing fraud. If there is nothing else, you are dismissed.
Thank you.
And now, the final decision. Mr. Clark's case is dismissed. While his emotional pain is real, legally, he doesn't have a strong case. The court isn't the place to fix issues that should have been addressed through conversation, counseling, or closure. Judge Vonda made it clear. Don't use the legal system as a weapon when what you really need is healing. If this case struck a chord with you, leave a comment below. Was the judge too tough? Would you stay in a marriage that's this disconnected? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more shocking stories here on Truth.